Apologies, guys. Give me 1 second, then we'll get started here. Okay, let me pull up the live. YouTube. Actually, you know what? I can just copy and paste. Alright, for those on the YouTube end, I am not going to be reading chat all too much. For everybody on the YouTube end, I'm not going to be reading chat all too much. Same with the Instagram live end too. I'm gonna try and I'm sorry for those who probably I just left and y'all probably didn't hear me, but we're gonna be streaming Swamp Dogs versus Maple Leafs today. A little bit of an exhibition contest here. Again, I'll say it once again. I'm gonna be commentating on both ends, so you can hear me on both sides. Let me check. We're good on the Instagram live, I believe. The quality's horrible, but we're good on the YouTube end as well. So I'm all good here to win. You guys can give your predictions, but if you're on the Instagram end, apologies, it's mirrored. I don't know how to really fix that. If you're on the YouTube end, apologies for the horrible sound quality. It's just, you know. But yeah, Swamp Dogs versus Maple Leafs. Let's get into it. 5-minute periods. It's going to be in BioSteel Center. I will be stopping to take some pictures throughout, so just so my media coordinators can have some stuff. And this is kind of what's going to happen during when we start this on July 12th, a few days from now. So without further ado, let's get into it. Oh boy. Loading right in, guys. Apologies. Coming live from BioSteel Center in Toronto. It's the first ever N97HL game and the first exhibition game of the year. Maple Leafs versus Swamp Dogs. Let's get right into it. I believe I changed all the settings to be good, so let's get it started. Face off here. It's tied up, and it's won by the Maple Leafs. And immediately we get a Swamp Dogs power play right off the bat. Who's going to the box? It's going to be Austin Matthews for, I believe, interference. Yes, so Swamp Dogs immediately get a power play here. I apologize. I'll show the lineups during first intermission. My apologies. I should have showed that first. My apologies. Anyways, Swamp Dogs power play coming right out. Matthews to the box. Let's see if the Swamp Dogs can cook here. Face off in the Toronto zone. Maple Leaf zone, sorry. Tied up on the puck. Polko wins it, a shot. That one's blocked. He gets it on the right side in front of Nordic. Nordic a drive. That one's blocked. Time a rebound. And that one goes wide behind the net. Power play here. Kampf hits Kime off the puck. Justin Hull gets it, and he'll clear it out. Looks like Mitch Marner will beat the Swamp Dogs to that puck. Marner in front of Kampf and a shot. And that one is saved by Jimmy Foster. Face-off coming here in the Swamp Dog zone, and it's won by the Swamp Dogs. Here comes Davis Knife with the puck. He's moving it down the right side, takes it in. Deeks goes over to Lewis. Lewis a shot. He scores! Daniel Lewis gets the Swamp Dogs on the board, and it's 1-0 here in Toronto. The first ever goal in Swamp Dogs history. Face-off coming here yet again. It's won by Tavares. Justin Hull gets it. Tavares feeds it back. He takes it back into the zone. Takes it down low in the corner, waiting for options. Tavares waits over to Nylander. Nylander to Robertson, and he scores! Nicholas Robertson ties it up right off the bat, and it's 1-1 here in BioSteel Center. A tough goal to let in there. It's on the 5-hole end. It stinks, but it happens. I'm probably going to stop every like 10 minutes to go take pictures, so. Have a feeling this is going to be a score fest. Face-off one here by the Swamp Dogs. Over to Jack Polko. Polko's going to have to take it over to Dalvin with the puck. Dobbin back to Braden Wright. Wright will have to regroup in his own zone. Back to Dobbin. Over to Nordic. Here comes Nordic. He has to wait as he's held up by multiple Toronto players. What the heck, me? Braden Wright with that puck. Takes it around the net. Feeds it up to Jack Polko. Polko, he's hit by Austin Matthews. And Nylander gets that puck back. That was not Matthews. Apologies. Nordic wins that puck to Lewis. Lewis a backhand. And that one's denied by Ilya Samsonov. Face-off coming here in the Toronto zone. And it's won by the Swamp Dogs. Over to Ryland Austin. Austin with the puck. Feeds it down to Santos. Santos back to Knife. Back to Austin. Download to Santos again. Back to the point. Austin going to take it in. Over to Santos. Feeds it to nobody. And Stupakis gets the puck. Back to Santos. He's hit off by Morgan Riley. Coming down the other way is Alex Kerfoot. Here comes Kerfoot into the Swamp Dog zone. Marner a shot. Gets held off there. Morgan Riley comes in to play that puck. Loses it immediately. And here's Snelson that gets it. Over to Davis Knife. He loses that puck. And TJ Brody will regroup with it. Back to Austin Matthews again. Matthews intercepted there by Snelson. Gets it back over to Davis Knife. Knife will take it down low behind the net. Knife just kind of looking for options here. Taking it down. Dumps it into the Maple Leaf zone. Playing it down low there will be TJ Brody. Brody plays it out, and Gallagher's right there to get it back to Ryland. Back to Naziante. Takes a shot, and that one is immediately taken away by Mitch Marner. Kerfoot coming down the other way now. He's waiting for options, looking for an open lane. To Riley in front. It's broken up. Gallagher gets it back. Puck's in the corner. Matthews throws it up to the point to Riley. Back to Victor Mete. Oh, by the way, this is not the updated Toronto roster. Mete with the puck. Over to Kerfoot. Kerfoot a shot. It's tipped, and it's stopped by Foster. Matthews to Riley at the point. Down low again to Kerfoot. Back to Matthews. Matthews in front to Kerfoot, and that one is denied by Foster. Over to Matthews, and that one is stopped as well. Puck heads over to the corner. Fighting for it now is Victor Mete. Over to Gallagher. Intercepted there. And here come the Swamp Dogs. Naziante, he's all alone. Comes in, and he just doesn't take a shot. Dennis Mulligan will get that puck in the corner. Back to Kale Yarncrook. Yarncrook with the puck. Takes it in. Looking for options now. Feeds it in front. Naziante intercepts that back to Carter Dobbin. Dobbin will take it into the Maple Leaf zone. Waiting in front to Peterson, and that one is denied. Over in front to Kime, and that one is also denied as well by Samsonov. Giordano trying to play that puck. Fighting for it down low in front. They score! Jagger bomb! Boom, boom! And it's 2-1 Swamp Dogs. Oh, man, 2-1 Toronto. And with that, we're going to take some pictures, gang. Apologies. We got to get a picture of the first two goals, the first N97 goal in history, and as well as Jagger bomb, of course. So we'll go to the beginning here real quick. I got to get some, like, with Toronto, the Maple Leafs in them, too. So then that way we can have pictures of each. So, yeah. All right, this will take a little bit, but Jagger bomb with a goal. It's 2-1. Wait a second here. Face off in the Toronto zone. There we go. This is kind of what I do every time we cook in this way. I just, stop the game at random points and then just take pictures. So, yeah, this is the most uneventful part. You usually think this is fun, but usually, you got to stop at points to do stuff like this. So, all right, and then might as well just go back, and then we'll sim the rest of the period, and then we'll probably stop in the middle of the second to take pictures too. So apologies, it's not like the best way in the world to do this, but I need to get pictures somehow. So, and of course I can't look at pictures back in other periods, so it's unfortunate. Get a picture of Jimmy here real quick. Robertson back. Dom Ed's in here. He's a Philadelphia Rams forward. Good to see him here in the chat. Rams are kind of close to having the roster done. There's a few teams that are close, but still a ways away a little bit, though. Love the Swamp Dogs hype in the chat, though. All right, we'll get back to commentating now. And as well as that, too, by the way, before the game, after the end of the game, if anybody wants to see their player, I will pull them up for you. If I made them, of course. I got to do some more making after this. Sandine wins the faceoff. Playing it on the left side. Peterson trying to fight for that puck. Goes out in front to Braden Wright. Wright will try and dump it in, but it's blocked by multiple players. And Justin Hall will intercept. Braden Wright gets that puck back. Over to Kime. Kime coming down either way. In front to Jaggerbomb. Bomb a shot, and that one is denied by Ilya Samsonov. Face-off coming in now in the Toronto zone once again. And it's won by the Swamp Dogs in front of Davin. Davin a shot, it's blocked. Robertson will get it back. Here comes Nick Robertson down the way over to William Nylander. Nylander skates in. Over to Tavares. Tavares just can't get a shot off. Tries feeding it in front, denied. Robertson a drive, and that one is saved by Jimmy Foster. Face-off coming here now in the Swamp Dog zone. And it's won by Toronto. Braden Wright with that puck. Back over to Nordic. Nordic tries feeding it over to Jack Polko. Does so successfully. Polko holding it the blue line. Over to Nordic again. Nordic coming down into the zone. A shot. It's blocked. And it'll slide to the corner. And we will once again get another power play here for the Swamp Dogs. Yes, we will. We will. I think pretty much all the games I stream will be like this. And we will have more exhibition games like this as well. St. Louis, I finished their roster, so we might do a Blues versus Birdies matchup eventually, but haven't really decided yet. It won't be anytime this week, though. This week's going to be the off week for games. All right, face-off coming here now. It's won by the Swamp Dogs. He tries feeding it over, and that one is knocked out immediately by Toronto. Puck is down low. Snelson will have to play that puck. Gets it over to Lewis. Lewis already with a goal in this game. Feeds it over to Renzo Rizzo. And Rizzo loses that puck and it goes to the corner. Rizzo to Allerbrock. Allerbrock can't get a shot off. Puck's in front. And Aston Reese intercepts it as it goes to the corner. Lewis gets it back. Feeds it in front. Engvall intercepts. And here he comes down to the way. Pierre Engvall with it. He'll just hold the puck. Over to Aston Reese. Reese a shot and that one is denied by Foster. Trevor Lewis with it now over to Davis Knife. Knife with that puck. He's hit off. Over to TJ Brody, and Brody will clear it out. Just about 20 seconds here in this power play. Here comes Lewis down the other way. Lewis, he's got time and space. Tries Deacon, comes up, comes in, and he scores! Daniel Lewis! It's 3-1 Swamp Dogs! An amazing play. Oh, man. Face-off coming here yet again at neutral ice. And it's won by Toronto. Arbach with that puck. Gets it over to Jaggerbomb. Bomb in front, and that one is denied by Samsonov right away. That was a pretty nasty goal. I'm actually not going to lie. That was a pretty good goal. 1:38 remaining in the first period. Face-off coming up in the Maple Leaf zone. It's won by Giordano. Giordano over to Bunting. Bunting will take that puck in. Looking for options. Over to Yarncrook. Over to Auerbach. Intercepted there. Yarncrook back to Victor Mete. Over to Dennis Mulligan. Over to Bunting with it now. He loses it. It's down low in the corner. Over to Brick Wall. Kime gets that puck down low. 1 minute remaining. Over to Auerbach. 6 seconds left. He'll take that puck. Intercepted there, and it's out of the zone. And that'll pretty much do it for the first period. Daniel Lewis with 2. Robertson with 1 and Jaggerbomb with 1 makes it 3-1 Swamp Dogs through the first intermission. All right, let's get a few more pictures here of some players. I gotta get some of myself. I've been always like focusing on like other players and getting pictures of them. Why are his eyes closed? Like I've never been like getting pictures of me. So try and do that more. All right, Auerbach. Whoever this guy is. Who is this? It's Jagger Bomb. We gotta get a pick of Jagger Bomb, don't we? There we go. Have I made you yet? Brennan, I believe I have. I think, actually, yeah, I have made you, because I remember making your guy was a prospect, correct? If so, I have made you. I want to get a pick of Lewis real quick, and then we'll resume here for the third period. What's up, Jalen Barnes? I'll read some of the comments now. But yeah, not too bad of a crowd to pop out for our first league game. I know this is a little bit strange for y'all, but alright, that's all I need. Let's go. How's it going? It's going pretty good. We can get a roster review. I'll show you guys lineups as well. Oh, I can't, because I'm not like playing as the team. Apologies. I'll show all the team lineups and all that. I'll make sure you guys know where everybody is. And then if your guy's a prospect, I'll try and look for him. But there's a long ass list of players. But anyway, second period starting up here, and it's won by the Swamp Dogs. Here's Nordic with the puck. Nordic, he's absolutely murdered by Giordano. That's happened in real life before, not by Giordano. Here come the Leafs down the other way. It's Brody. Brody feeds it over to Riley. Riley over to Marner. Here comes Marner down the other way back to Kerfoot. Kerfoot gets that puck. It's in the corner. Braden Wright battling for it there. Gets it over to Polko. Polko in his own zone back to Carter Dalvin. Dalvin back to Nordic. Here comes Nordic again down the other way. Waiting for options. Gets over to Lewis. Lewis, a shot. That one is denied. He's looking for the hat trick. Brody with that puck. Over to Austin Matthews. Matthews with it in the right side of the zone. Over to Brody. Brody intercepted there. Kerfoot gets it back. Back to Riley, back to Brody, back to Riley, over to Marner, back to Riley, back to Kerfoot. Intercepted there by Jack Polko. Over to Braden Wright. Wright in his own zone, looking to get it out. Back to Nordic. Nordic, waiting for options on the left end. Back to Carter Dalvin. Dalvin to Austin, and that one is blocked in front as Lewis gets it back to Nordic. Nordic intercepted there by Nick Robertson, as he'll take it into the Maple Leaf zone. In front of Marner. Marner a drive, and that one is denied by Foster. Face-off coming here now in the Swamp Dog zone. And it's won by Toronto. Jagger Bomb over to Ryland Austin. Austin back to Peterson. Peterson will have to wait. Feeds it back down low to Snelson, over to Kime. Here comes Kime with the puck. On the right end, he tries getting hit, but fails to. Kime a shot, that one's denied by Samsonov. Oh, I need a drink of water. I didn't think shell commentating would be so exhausting. It's not exhausting, it just hurts my voice. Face-off coming here in the Maple Leaf zone. It's won by the Leafs. Over to Justin Hall with that puck. Hall taking it in down the other way, but Bunting. Bunting with it now on the right side. He's hit off there, and he'll have to regroup outside of the zone. Sandin dumps it in. Playing it down low, there's Ryan Snelson. Snelson to Kime. Kime waiting for options. Back over to Austin, over to Peterson now. Peterson with that puck. It's intercepted there by Justin Hall. Over to Yarncrook. Yarncrook, he's sandwiched between two Swamp Dogs players. And Snelson will take that puck. Intercepted by Bunting. That one's poked away by Foster. And he feeds it down low behind the net. Mulligan with that puck. Stopped there. Over to Jagger Bomb. Bomb with that puck back to Kime. Over to Stupakis. Here's Jack Stupakis. He dumps it down low into the Maple Leaf zone. Mete with it now. Battling for it. Gets it back over to Dennis Mulligan. Mulligan over to Bunting. Bunting with it. He waits. Fires it down low, and Foster will get that puck. Davis knife. Back to Stupakis. Stupakis waiting. He's got the puck on the right side. Avoids a hit. Over to Knife. Knife a shot, and that one is denied by Samsonov. Wouldn't really call that a shot, but hey, he slid the puck on that, I guess. Face-off coming here in the Swamp Dog zone. We get the fourth line out here of Nunziante, Gallagher, and Rizzo. Arbach back to Wall. Back to Arbach again over to Rizzo. Rizzo a shot, that one is denied. Down low is David Kampf. Kampf over to Zach Aston Reese. Aston Reese with the puck over to Engvall. Engvall with it. Arbach intercepts. Over to Renzo. Rizzo now with the puck. Rizzo waits. Gets it poke checked away from him. It's on the right side. Battling for it there. Goes behind the net. Giordano with the puck. Over to Aston Reese. He's hit off immediately as they'll scramble for it down low. Gallagher with it. Down low to Nunziante. Over to Rizzo. Rizzo a shot. That one goes up in the air. Aston Reese with that puck, taking it down the other way. He'll try and deke, fails to do so. Arbach will take it back to Polko. Polko over to Nordic. Nordic waiting for options, back to Polko again. Polko a shot, and that one goes wide. Nordic over, Engvall intercepts. Robertson gets it. He waits, coming down either way. Nicholas Robertson, he's got time, fumbles the puck, and it slides over to the corner. 5:16 remaining here in the period. Here's Polko with it. Jack Polko waiting for options. Robertson gets it back. Over to Tavares. John Tavares. Held up on center ice, and it slides back into the Toronto end. Morgan Riley gets that puck. Gets it back over to Jason Robertson. Robertson waits for it now. Intercepted there. Wright gets it back to Lewis. Intercepted there by Nylander. Nylander to Hull. Hull a shot. That one stopped by Foster. And Lewis gets it back down low. Polko with it. Polko waiting for options. Kind of. And dumps it into the Toronto zone. Down low's Hull again with it. Back over to Alexander Kerfoot. Kerfoot waiting. Gets it back up to the point to Matthews. Back to Hull. Kerfoot. He hits the post. And it goes up in the air and into the corner. Matthews to Hull. To Kerfoot. And that one stopped by Foster. Right, pretty much behind the net. Over to Peterson now. Here come the Swamp Dogs down either way. Peterson with that puck. Waiting. Takes it down low behind the net in front. The bomb, and that one is denied by Samsonov. Desperately it appeared. Here's Jaggerbomb with it. Bomb a shot, that one's blocked. Hull gets it back to Matthews. Over to Marner. Here comes Marner down the other way. Marner, he's hit up the puck as it goes behind the net. Kerfoot with it. Back to the point to Riley. A shot, stopped by Bomb. Time winding down. Knife will take the puck out and dekes with it with 5 seconds left, and that'll pretty much do it here for the second period. Can these rosters be transferred to 24? I actually have to recreate everyone in 24 for it to be playable, unless if EA changes it, which knowing EA, they definitely won't, but. Hello, Nordcast reports. It is currently 3-1 Swamp Dogs right now. So we'll zoom back here to like 170 and get pics of whatever that was going on then. Or 175. 175 works. See if there's anybody new. What is this? Jaggerbomb. Peterson. Looking like an absolute Rizzler. Look at this guy. Look at this dude. True Rizzler right here. Look at his freaking eyes, dude. This is why like 23 is so weird to me. Like some of the eyes these people make are so strange. We'll get one on the bench too. I have to Photoshop Paul Bissonnette in here. Because of course Bissonnette's their coach. They don't have a GM yet. I don't believe they haven't hired their general manager just yet. As of right now, I don't think. Oh, thank God, I can finally get another picture of myself. Look at my beautiful self. By the way, I want to say that with this roster, it was weird that it was my first, but it also made sense because this was actually the first ever team that was made in the league's history. Before I even started to think, yeah, I can make this a hockey league, I was just making random teams. And I was actually going to do this as like a franchise mode and relocate the Maple Leafs. But I decided to do a hockey league. I think you guys would prefer a hockey league though, right? All right, anyways, third period here coming up. It's 3-1 Swamp Dogs, no goals in that first period. Let's see how this one goes. It should be a very fun period. to end off the first game in N97HL history. Face off here, and it's won by the Maple Leafs. Morgan Riley with that puck. Riley back over to Austin Matthews. Matthews gets it, feeds it up to the point to Mitch Marner. Marner over to Riley, back to Matthews. Matthews a shot, it's blocked. Here comes Polko with the puck. Over to Braden Wright. Wright will do a little deke. Comes up, comes in, a shot, and that one is stopped by Samsonov. Here's Nordic. Over to Lewis. Lewis in front, and that one is denied by Samsonov, and he will cover. Peter Griffin. Low-key maybe. There's some weird people that have been hired. It's actually really strange. Best song in 23. I haven't even listened to the soundtrack. Face off now. It's won by the Swamp Dogs. Dobbin a shot. That one is blocked in front. Brody takes it down the other way. Here comes Mitch Marner. Marner taking it in. A shot. That one stopped by Jimmy Foster. And he will cover. Face off coming here now in the Swamp Dog zone. Toronto. The Maple Leafs. I'm so confusing. Maple Leafs desperately trying to tie this one up. And this one is won by the Swamp Dogs. Braden Wright with that puck. Here he comes down the other way. Wright looking for options. Lewis gets it, and it's an offsides. Yeah, I saw a couple of good songs, but I never listened to it. I just always put my own playlist on whenever I'm playing. Or I'll just, basically whenever I get on here is when I'm making players. So, face-off coming here now. It's won by the Swamp Dogs. Here's Braden Wright with the puck. Wright takes it in. He dumps it down low behind the net. Over to Morgan Riley. Riley in the corner. Gets it back over to Austin Matthews. Matthews with that puck. Back to Morgan Riley over to TJ Brody. Brody with it now. It's just by Polko, and he backhands it on net, and that one's denied. Riley over to Kerfoot. Back to Brody. Over to Polko. It's intercepted there in front, and Kerfoot gets it back, coming down the other way. Kerfoot with it. Intercepted there by Polko. Here comes Polko waiting. Gets over to Lewis. First line still out there currently. Back over to Braden Wright. Over to Jack Polko with it. Polko waiting for options. Down in the corner. Riley intercepts that puck. Kerfoot gets it now over to Nylander. Nylander. He'll take that one into the zone. He's hit off. And Jaggerbaum will get that puck back. Over to Kime. Kime back to Braden Wright. Right over to Peterson. Here comes Peterson coming in down either way. He waits. A shot. That one is denied. One's in the corner now. Baum with it now. Back to Peterson. Over to Baum. To Kime. And that one is denied by Samsonov. Oh, a one-timer there from Matthew Kime is stopped. Face-off coming here now in the Maple Leaf zone. It's going to be that second lineup. Baum, Kime, Peterson taking it. It's won by the Leafs. Sandin with that puck over to Hall. Hall with it now. Will take it in. Over to Tavares. Tavares back to Robertson. Robertson, a slap shot, and that one is stopped by Foster. Snelson with the puck now. Snelson awaiting for options. Back to Jaggerbaum. Baum with it. Will take it down low. He dumps it. Playing it there is Justin Hall. Hall over to Dennis Mulligan. Mulligan with that puck. He gets held off of it immediately. And Ryland Austin will try and get that puck. Snelson with it now in the defensive zone. Over to Davis Knife. Knife gets it back over to Austin. Over to Baum. Baum intercepted by Tavares, and that one goes wide. Snelson with the puck. Here come the Swamp Dogs again down the other way. Robertson intercepts that to Mulligan. Mulligan back over to Hall. Hall to Sandin. To Bunting. To Yarncrook again waiting. Back to Stupakis. Intercepted there by the Leafs. Bunting a shot. That one fans and goes down low into the corner. And we will get a penalty here against Toronto. Swamp Dogs. As I believe Ryan Snelson is going to go to the box for what looked like interference. Calling a lot of interference calls tonight. 2 against the Leafs and now 1 against the Swamp Dogs. And Toronto will get a chance to cut this lead in half. Oh, that's a kind of a rough call, but face-off coming here now in the Swamp Dog zone. And it's won by the Swamp Dogs. Gallagher with that puck. He dumps that out immediately. Penalty kill. The Swamp Dogs immediately getting to work. Morgan Riley with that puck. Robertson over to Kerfoot. Kerfoot now with it. He'll wait for options. Gets it over to Gallagher, and he will clear that one out immediately as well. Down low is Marner. Marner back over to Bunting. Bunting with it. He'll pass it up to Riley. Feeds it to nobody. and Robertson will get that puck back. Riley, a shot, and that one is stopped by Foster. Kerfoot, a backhand. That one's denied. Bunting, a drive, and that one's also stopped by Foster. Over to Robertson now. Robertson over to Riley. Riley back to Robertson. To Riley to Marner, and that one's stopped by Foster, and Arbach will clear. In the corner now is Morgan Riley playing that puck. Back to Nylander. Nylander to Marner. Back to Matthews. Matthews will take it in. He gets it poked away. Back up to Marner. Marner feeds it down low. Tavares to Matthews. To Sandin. That one's tipped and goes into the corner. Here's Brick Wall with the puck. Over to Nordic. Here comes Nordic. He's knocked off. And Tavares will get that puck back as it's now even. 5:38 remaining here in the third period. Nylander with that puck. Feeds it up in front. Polko intercepts it immediately. The Swamp Dogs seem to have everything right now. Here's Lewis. Marner intercepts. Over to Nordic. Back to Lewis. Lewis, a shot. That one is stopped by Samsonov. Nordic with the puck in the corner. Held up by two Toronto players. Back over to John Tavares. Tavares with the puck. He'll wait for options here. Gets it down low to Lewis. Lewis back up to the point to Peterson. Peterson gets it now. 3:35 remaining here in the period. Matthews intercepts it. He's at the blue line. Back over to Tavares. Tavares to Bunting. Intercepted by Arbach. Arbach waits. Back to Jaggerbaum. Baum with it now. He'll wait. Back over to Keim. Keim intercepted there by Bunting. 2:18 remaining. Bunting a shot stopped by Foster, and he will cover. When do the Milwaukee Ninjas play? Look, for a lot of teams that don't have related teams to each other, like let's say Milwaukee doesn't have there's no NHL team in Milwaukee, they'll probably play a preseason game against either one of the teams that's done. Face-off now won by the Maple Leafs. Aston Reese with that puck. And I'll answer any questions once we're done with this game that you guys have. Standing to Aston Reese. Reese a shot, and that one is stopped by Foster, and he will cover with 90 seconds remaining in the game. Who scored for both teams? Daniel Lewis has two, Jaggerbaum has one, and Nicholas Robertson has one. But all those goals have happened in the first period. Face-off won by the Swamp Dogs. Braden Wright with that puck. Wright waiting for options back to Santos. Santos now with it. Over to Davis Knife, and we're going to get a power play here for the Swamp Dogs. With less than a minute remaining, David Kampf's going to go to the box here. And that pretty much kills Toronto's chances of coming back in this one. Milwaukee's in Minnesota, you're right. I'm stupid. Yeah, we could do that. I will do that eventually. I got St. Louis and the Birdies to do, but we'll do more as the ones progress. But power play here to end off this game for the Swamp Dogs. Hull with that puck to Brody. Brody over to Yarncrook. Yarncrook with it now, back over to Mulligan. Mulligan, Swamp Dogs holding them in their own zone, back to Brody again. Brody, he's hit up the puck to Yarncrook. Yarncrook tries dumping it in. Rizzo gets that puck. Rizzo over to Braden Wright, back to Knife. Davis Knife with it now. He'll wait for options. A shot stopped by Samsonov. Over to Dobbin in front there, and that one is denied by Samsonov and denies Lewis the hat trick. Oh, he damn near got that one, but it's close, but fortunately not. Shots are 24-19 in favor of the Swamp Dogs in this contest. Face-off coming up here. It's won by Toronto. Yarncrook, they'll pull their goalie immediately. Yarncrook taking it down the other way. He waits at the point. 24 seconds left. Over to Mete. Mete, a shot. That one stopped. Puck's in front. Carter Dobbin gets it now. He'll take it over. Dobbin over to Davis Knife, and that one just goes barely wide of the empty net. Mete with another Aston Reese. 10 seconds left. And Knife gets that puck back over to Aston Reese. Rizzo gets it. Knife. They'll shoot that one out, or so they thought. And ladies and gentlemen, the Toronto Swamp Dogs have beat the Toronto Maple Leafs 3-1 and win their first game in history and the entire history of the N97HL. An impressive performance. 2 goals from Daniel Lewis and a goal from Jaggerbaum gets a 3-1 win here for the Swamp Dogs. It seemed like the whole world was rooting for Toronto, or the Swamp Dogs, apologies. Thank you for joining this wonderful commentary. I am your host here, Nordic 97. We thank you all for watching, and until the next time, adios. All right, I will now answer any questions you guys have about the league. So You can ask any of them. Just tell me right now, any of them whatsoever. And I'll try and answer it to the best of my ability. I'll answer from YouTube chat and Instagram chat as well. So we'll get some pics here of some guys real quick. And then I'll answer some of your questions. Because I know there is some. There's still a lot of confusion about the league. Let you see you? Okay. Alright. Alright, we'll do that. Alright, so that's Dom Ed. That's the first person who wants to see himself. Any rule differences from the NHL? Not really. I mean, look, it's NHL 23. There's nothing I could really change. It's not a real hockey league in reality. It's just a fun league that we could do. And you guys seem to really enjoy it, so I will show you lines for Swamp Dogs real quick. But first off, we'll show Dom Ed himself. Actually, we'll do here. Anybody want to see lineups first? We'll do lineups first, and then I'll go to players. Any lineups? All right. Well, I'll go to Swamp Dogs lineups first. Edit lines. Make your player elite. I've been doing it all completely random. There's some players that are elite. There's some players that aren't very good. So keep that in mind. Do I have the player made Kelly Budd? I might. I'll go look. But first off, Swamp Dogs lineups. So this is the lineup here. I don't know why. Why the hell does he have so many X Factor or stars? I'll have to remove some of those. I apologize. But yeah, this is the first line. I don't know why, but for some reason before this, he was first line, but they moved Lewis up to first line. But after the game that Lewis just had, I don't think I should really move him down. So yeah, top six: Nordic, Lewis, Polko, Peterson, Kime, Baum, Santos, Knights, Dupakis, Hauser, Gallagher, and Rizzo, and Naziente too. Defense was this. You got Braden Wright and Carter Daub on your first line, Snelson and Ryland as your second line, and then Arbach and Brick Wall as your third pairing. It won't let me see goalies for some reason. Oh wait, it will. Never mind. Goalies, it's Foster is the starting goalie, and then Lazarus Haas is the backup tendy. And then scratch guys, you got Christensen, Casano, Urich, Nazi Bahev, and Buster as well. I know you guys are wondering, like, oh, why are some players scratched? Like, it's not fair that some people aren't in the lineup. I will be changing lineups a lot through the season, so players will get opportunities to play. But, you know, I want everybody to be included in this, and it's hard to do that, so Tender Better is made, I believe. But anyways, I'll do players now. Chiefs. You want to see Chiefs? Okay. Alright, Prince Albert, you mean Chefs. Chefs aren't done yet. The roster is not complete, but this is their roster as of right now. I believe their forward core is done. Their defense still has some work. So you got Jason Bennett, Brett Walters, Ricky Dickdown, it's one of my favorite names. Flanders, you got Steinman, you got Matthew Wu, Little Chetty. I know Little Chetty has an Instagram. Henry Noason, Warren Sandler, Gritty Epipen, Evan Agnew, Adam Simpson there for your forward core. Defense, you got Martin Burrick, Joey Dagg, Sean Dursey, of course, not a part of that, but Woodlife there is your second guy. And then you got Goglin as well. The defense is not done yet, by the way, so don't take that into mind. Goalies, you got Zubov and Phil Villeneuve, so they have a really solid goalie tandem. They got out pretty lucky. Scratched guys, you got Don King, Connor Kovacs, and Ethan Dean. But those guys, of course, as I mentioned, they'll get playing time. For sure. So, Ninjas. We'll do Ninjas next. I saw Ninja first. Then I'll do Rams, and then I'll go look at individual players. Ninjas aren't done yet either. There's rosters that aren't done, so that's why they haven't been released to the public just yet. So you got Kenny Dissett, Gavin Jones, Johnny Doves. That's one of my favorite names. He's 6'9". You guys know there'll probably be a lot of 6'9" people in here because I'm letting y'all create the players. But DeKen, Keating, Jacino. You got Reed, Wershie, Barely. Maniscalco, and then of course there's some still real players on that forward core. Lysak, And Bob Anderson. That's all for the blue line as of right now. Yeah, they're one of the rosters that's further away from being done, but they will be done soon. And then they got Van Vallis and Ward as your tandem, and they got Keo Scott and Valentin Merrill. Rockets. I'll do Rockets next. Sure, why not? Actually, I might as well just do all the rosters, but we'll do Rockets and then I'll go for all the teams. Rockets, you got Jared Pico, Owen Fagan, Colin Dukowski, Rick Solov, Dave, Plonsky, Roof, Platts. They're a really stacked team. They're good down. They have a good forward core. They got Sullivan, Taylor, Hernandez, Enrique Hernandez, who apparently is a baseball player, but I had no idea who that was. Frederick Stark, Keegan Correa, Dylan Levin, not Ryan Reeves, Roman Reeves, Penny Perry, and Jack Sparantino. Goalies, you got Reed Polishuk. It's supposed to be this way because Sharp is the starter, actually. You got Sharp and Polishuk. But I think they're going to make it so they split. You got Tyler Mann, Bryce Jones, Kaya Kurpaska, Reed Quinn. I know Reed Quinn, I love him. And Jesse Laxonen is your third-string goalie. Yeah, Jack Sharp. But yeah, again, for those who see their player in scratch, are you wondering if you're going to play this season? You will play this season. You're on the Swamp Dogs, Matt. We just played a game with y'all. You didn't score, but we just played a game with you. What? I saw some people say birdies, so we'll look at birdies. Alright, so first line for birdies, I believe, is, there's a lot of 6'9" people on this team, by the way. Aiden Gannon, Dusty McFlurry, and Nick Brousseau. Then they got Owen Gorel, Nick Patty, and Noah Murphy. Then they got LeBlanc James. Yeah, LeBlanc James. Alex St. Hilaire and Rick Lamb. Then you got Daniel McGrath, James Lillinger, and Trent McKenna. Defense. I think you're on the second line with Jagger Baum and someone else. Jake Rayner, Sean McEwen, Marcel Dubois, Tyler Junk, Brian Hargott, and Nolan Gorman is your defense. Goaltending is Mac Jaworski and Tender Bender. And then some scratch guys. You got Luca May, Max Bainbridge is your third string, Jake Marlowe. I don't think these are updated. These aren't updated overall wise, so some of these guys might not be on lineup. And then you got Paige and Glenn Cross there as well. El Paso, you want to see next? I'll do El Paso, and I'll do Whalers after that. Again, not all rosters are finished. I think the Sun Gods are furthest away. Cam Johnson, or Connor Johnson, not Cam Johnson. Carson Lumsden and Levon McGonigal. Gianluca Carduala. Then you got Nashville Sam there. Oliver Paravati. I know I'm going to butcher some of these names. I'll learn them over the years. Mason Kessler. They got Steve Dangle in their team. So, hey, big props to them. I think that's not a real player, of course. But yeah, they're pretty stacked on this right wing side. Look at that. They got Dangle, they got Cardula, and they got McGonigal. So they got a stacked roster. And then you got Super Optimizer. And then you need 2 more forwards to finish off their full forward core. Defense, I don't think there's many. There's Cody Campbell and I think this guy, Randy Bush. And then goalies, you got Anchor Cauldron and Gavin Doherty. And then scratch guys, again, they're not close. Jaden Gonso, Jason Veritek, and Blackenberg's a real player. I'll do Miami next, and then I'll take any other request, and then I'll end off this stream. I gotta get the score out there real quick. I gotta send it to media guys. They'll make a graphic for me. But Whalers, Jaden Yates, and by the way, they have actually won the 2 simulation championships that I've done. I'll probably do another one soon, now that some of the rosters are finished. But they've won back-to-back roster simulations, so something to keep in mind there. Jaden Yates. Logan Golly, Keegan Grazioli, Jesse Pollock. Yeah, they got Pollock on their team. Franz Sabmanhassan. I think I said that right. Reese Smith, Joey Opalski, Emmett Lammers, Chuck Cholbach, Reed Bloomberg, Hector Yurtislav, and Douglas Leothan. is your forward core. You got Robin Reeves, Jack Carson, Brittany Bishop, not Ben Bishop, Zion Fogg, Jebediah Smith, and then I think their defense is not finished yet, so that's why Nick Blackenberg's there again. Then goalies, you got William Johnson and Ioannis Markopoulos. I think I said that right. And then some of these guys that they haven't scratched: Ryan Rickman, Alex Broy, Jack Lislow, and Jason Miniker. Dustin McMuffin is on. McMuffin? I think he's on the Birdies. I think I already pointed him out. He's on the Birdies, isn't he? Or this is McFlurry. Oh, which team is he on? I know I made him. I don't know which team he's on though. Is he on Milwaukee? He's not. What team is he on? I know he's on. I just don't know what team I put him on. Trying to think. Let's see if it's California. He's a forward, I believe, and I think he's a high overall, or he's a somewhat high overall. McMuffin, he's not there. Not on the Demons. Carolina. I'll look for Kelly Bud. I'll look for prospects in a second here. Oh, here he is. McMuffin. He is on the Carolina Warriors. So yeah, alright, I'll look for individual players now, and then we'll end this one off. First one I saw was Kelly Budd. He requested on the Instagram, so we'll go look for him real quick. And you guys can see the long-ass list of players I have. There's literally over 500 people in here. It's insane. Alright, let's take a look. Yeah, like look at that. Look at like the icon. It is so unbelievably long. I want to see Kelly Campbell, so we'll go down to K's. It's going to take years, so what's Woodlife's potential and roles and all that stuff? Look, most of the players I didn't give X factors to, I gave a rare select few. I don't think I gave a lot of prospects it, but I think his potential depends on his overall. It should be up here. Kenny Dossett. I don't believe I've made him yet, Kelly. So either that he likely hasn't been made yet. I'm gonna make more tonight once I'm done with this live stream, but Blake Davis. Oh man. I'll have to look. I can't remember. Is he a prospect? I'll look at his guy real quick. I'll do Blake Davis, and then I'll go to Brennan because he's been asking for forever. I believe Yates has an X factor. I gave a few people ones. Blake Davis. Yeah, you're made. I just don't. I can't remember what team you're on. You're 76 overall, so you're the average overall, so you're probably a third liner. Then we'll go to Brennan. What's your guy's last? It's Iserman, right? Because you made your guy. I remember you made your guy Iserman. Yeah, he's on the. Oh, he's hot. Oh, wait, this is a Honan. What is happening? Why won't it let me see him? There we go. Okay. Look at that. He's a 56 overall as a prospect, but he's actually medium elite, so he'll be better. Justin, did you make a player? Did you make a player into the form? Dom Ed, I'll go to next. Yeah, once the rosters are all released, they'll be put on Instagram. So I know some of y'all don't have Instagram, but I'll make sure everybody knows what their players are. I'll start posting them to YouTube. But yeah, here's Dom Ed, 86 overall. Who's next? Brady Woodlife. I'll go to Woodlife now. Is that actually? Are you related to Iserman? Oh, I went past Woodlife. Apologies. I was looking at chat. I went past him again. It's like right here. 76 overall, high top 6, so he'll probably be like a second pairing at best, most likely. Apologies, that's just how it is. No, it's fine. I know y'all have been asking for this since the game started, so It's all good. All right. Anybody have anybody else, or are we good to go? Your dad calls him his cousin? Huh. That's actually interesting. We got anything else? Any other ones you guys want to see? If not, we'll conclude this one tonight. I thank you all very much for coming out for our first stream. It did pretty well. Everyone on the Instagram end as well as the YouTube end, I thank you all very much. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Anyways, adios.